And I only ever use it for men. Right? I would never ever call a woman
Oh, well, that's okay then.
a C.
I'm actually a really terrible
Because I
swearer.
think that's terrible.
I don't mean terrible in the sense that I do a lot of it. I mean, like, I can't
You do
go...
realise the first thing that people are going to hear is you say, I only ever use it for men, and then I'm cutting out the next bit, and then we're continuing on.
Fair enough. I only use it for men. It's true.
When I'm at home, I only ever use it for men.
It's true.
Oh, we have our beginning point, gentlemen. Let's continue on.
Okay, so the characters have all, to some extent, gone slightly mad from looking at the Cosmic Emissary and have retreated out the door here.
Oh,
The obvious idea is that we want to kill this, and this is not just the characters, this is the players, because we've got a lot of aggro to work off. So,
We are very aggro this evening, aren't we?
how precisely do we wish to go about this plan of attack?
Kill it! Kill it till it bleeds!
first we have to decide who is
Who is who and where is where?
who is you? The inevitable query
Who is
about
who and where is
who
where?
is
And who is
Jono's
where?
character and who is Ray's character.
Well, I've got a top hat on.
Yes, exactly.
I have a rifle.
Black. Yes, exactly.
He's got a top hat and a rifle.
Do you have a top hat and a pistol?
Pistol. Yes.
I'm going to say.
That's me.
That's not me. I
I say what?
am Timothy Omphilot.
Damn right you.
Yes.
You're what, sorry? I thought you were,
No,
The
no,
lawman.
that's
I am.
yeah, he's a lawman.
Oh, my badge. I forgot my badge.
I was thinking of asking about that earlier.
What?
If you had your badge when you were eating the burgers.
Yeah, I forgot.
You should have worn it then.
I've been
I
reading
will next
about
week.
the making of what's it called, Alien.
Teacup man.
And so Dan O'Bannon keeps coming up now. I'm like, I'm ruined. Every time I hear Dan O'Bannon, I think of Urban.
Who wouldn't?
Evan, are you the guy in the bowler hat?
We're being serenaded by crickets.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Rubbing
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
They're just screaming, have sex with me. Professional females.
At least I'm not being
Did you
serenaded
just
by
say
the
screaming to have
coronel.
sex with you?
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's what crickets are saying. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were saying the birds.
Just
Well, they do that too.
Go on.
Birds definitely do it.
Now, where? Oh.
Jackson's about to tell us what the word is in
That's
Mango.
how
No.
babies.
I'm doing dirty lyrics to to Close to You. In song.
You asked. You're responsible.
Okay, I'll give you a choice. Those who weren't here
Yeah.
can either assume you saw the thing when they first opened the door to get your cool test now,
Yeah, I will.
or you could take it later.
I'll take it now.
Okay,
So I roll this and add my cool to it, and it's got to equal over
20 or more.
Okay, right. Yes, easy.
He
Roll
makes
nice.
it. Oh my
You're
goodness.
good.
I'm.
He laughs in the face of ridiculous
And I've
creatures.
seen worse than that.
Who else wasn't here?
It's a type 5.
Sorry. Oh, this
Who
is-
else
So
was
what
in
Urban,
Urban
Urban wasn't there.
What am I going to get?
Where were you two?
And
at
7?
It's less than 20.
Less than 20. So I fail.
Okay.
You are not cool.
Oh, I can probably need a D6 at this point. Oh, hang on, no, I don't need a D6.
You want one?
Just a second.
Thanks.
Ah, I need a 1D4.
You're Saxon, not Urban. You're the person I meant to talk to, not this.
No, we don't. We don't have it on record.
It's going to be
We
one of those
say,
evenings. I wouldn't worry about it.
do we only need a D20? Yes, we do.
Well, I
Suddenly-
did.
We mostly only need a D20.
Suddenly.
You take 2 insanity points. Does that put you to 10 or greater?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, okay. So,
Now you have a fear of asparagus. It's going to suck for you.
so take 10 off your score.
No vegetarian pies for
So
you.
you
young
reset
fella.
yourself. Well, I had a D20 here. Where's the
Asparagus is kind of fearsome, to be fair.
Yes,
That you won't lose.
That I won't lose. I think
Mostly
I've
the
lost
smell
it already.
afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Unless you have that genetic makeup, which means you don't get that.
On the table of coolness.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus, bridges.
That's a
Well-
bit problematic. I am also bridge
I
phobic.
know. Is anybody else bridge phobic?
Yeah.
No, I'm insect phobic.
Does anybody have phobia with aliens?
No.
Is it under the
It should be on the front of your character sheet, top right-hand corner, I guess.
Close, however, foreigners.
Is it allergies, dude, or is it?
I've got mental disorders, cats.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never had allergies.
Oh, it's on the top left.
I wish I could say this.
Yeah, mental disorders.
Well,
Disorder.
that's fine.
I thought someone had aliens.
Yeah, because
Yep.
that's a life.
It's your life. Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Insects.
Okay.
Yes, I'm afraid of insects.
Insects will be fine, but not.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Those of you who have phobias will have a -4 mod.
Minus
Hang on, wait. Phobias have a -4 mod.
A phobia that's been triggered right now.
Oh,
as
right.
opposed to generally.
I'm just thinking, phobia of insects seems to be a bit of a reach. Yeah.
I mean, given what he's just said, you could interpret it that way, but what he meant
Yeah.
is a
okay,
relevant phobia.
that's good. Okay, got that straightened out.
Nuances, people.
So, if we failed our cool test, what's happening about that?
You're on the ground in a fetal position, and you'll have to make the preceding successful cool test.
To uncool yourself, or rather recool yourself.
We can assume you do this before you go into the door the next time.
Okay.
But you should probably roll a successful one just to see if you get an
Roll till you
20.
fail.
Roll to fail!
Roll till you succeed.
16. Oh, I'm recooling myself.
Get it together, man. I got it together.
Get
By
it together.
1 point, I got it together.
Okay, you're all
The Viscount says, I'm alright.
You're barely holding
You're
on.
behind a closed door. You know what's in front of you. What are you doing?
We shall begin planning its death.
Is now
Saddle
time
up,
to
lock and load.
throw in a stick of dynamite instead of...
That's not a
Do you
bad
have
idea.
do you have 2 or 3 sticks left?
No, none.
You have none.
Hang on.
I thought you had 2 sticks left.
Nope, I got none left.
Unfortunate.
Did Ray steal all your dynamite?
I got dynamite times 6 here.
Oh, there you go.
You can't possibly. How do you have dynamite times 6?
I don't know,
Because
because
it's
it's written on my sheet.
Did I write that in?
Probably not.
No.
Don't ask where he's hiding it.
I had paper and charcoal.
Urban originally started with dynamite times 6.
For
And he was
rubbings.
the only person who had dynamite. And as far as I know, you've used at least 4 sticks.
Well, when Ray had 2.
You can
I
you can
wouldn't-
have 2.
I wouldn't have written dynamite times 6 without your consent.
Yeah, but maybe you haven't been testing it out while we've been using
Have
it.
you been using
When we
dynamite?
get to the nearest
You've been
town,
using dynamite.
we need to pick up dynamite.
Yeah, I used all my time.
I
Well-
think that I got that of your thing when we went back to that armory place. And you
In the
said
Hunter's
yes.
Dream?
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that.
yeah.
Hunter's Dream, we can get dynamite there, I'm
That's
sure.
Probably correct. So why were you using Urban's dynamite? Because
Was I using Urban's dynamite?
Oh,
I've
I
been
assumed you
using my own
weren't
and
using
then
any
went back to
dynamite.
mine.
I used all my
You took
dynamite.
control
Now
of
you've
his
got
character at one point. Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay, you've got 6 sticks of dynamite.
So what are we going to do exactly?
I'm not saying it's impossible that I cheated, but
No,
I
I
certainly haven't done it on purpose.
No, you haven't cheated.
Okay, well, how much lead can we rain down on that critter right now?
Well, how about we try the dynamite?
Yep.
I reckon. Has anybody got bow and arrow?
No.
Wouldn't
What,
work
we're
in a
gonna-
million trillion years.
Why not?
Who we need now is a warrior woman of the 17.
Exactly.
That's...
Spears?
No.
Why don't I have one of those?
Just throw the dynamite, Ray.
Okay, somebody who's going to volunteer to have the dynamite strapped to them
What's
so we
her
can
name?
throw them
Leah?
out.
No.
Leah.
I'm going through a lot of good ideas here.
Leela?
You're going through a lot of ideas, so I'll give you that.
Who was Tom Baker's companion? The
No, the
native
wild
one.
woman.
Leia?
Leela?
Leela.
Leela. She's awesome.
I know, I had dots for her, as did every boy of my age.
And so did Tom Baker.
And so did Tom Baker, of course.
He married the other one though.
That didn't work out well either.
Anyway, if we had a bow and arrow, just saying, we don't. I'm quite happy with that. But if we had one, what's wrong with tying a stick of dynamite to it and flinging
It would be an instant
right.
stable.
It's too heavy.
Yes,
completely. Yeah.
There's unaerodynamic.
Yeah, the
It's round.
aerodynamics doesn't work.
It's
too heavy.
not very far away.
Well, then throw it
I saw it on Rambo. Yeah, why don't we just throw it in there? We light it and we throw it in. Now here's the question I've got. I have a question.
That's not the highest dexterity, you should do
an
it.
arrow sticking in him with a bit of dynamite on it is more
You
likely
should
to
set fire to
explode.
the arrow first so he explodes like in Total War.
Yeah, because everyone's made out of
Napalm.
Straw.
no, they're made out of
Tissue paper.
They're made out of
Highly combustible hydrocarbons.
they're made out of straw soaked in pitch.
I thought you were going to say gasoline.
That would probably be more sensible. Yes, gasoline. No, pitch with an outer
Throw the dynamite.
patina of gasoline.
Throw. I'm
Just
sorry
to
for wanting to
fry it
advance
out.
the story.
Yes.
Throw the dynamite.
Yeah. And so my question.
Actually, I should let him do it so we can roll and see if the fuse goes out.
Yep.
Yes, my question is: Do you put all 6 sticks together?
No, but I was going to do 3.
Okay.
Oh, so we'll shoot half our load.
And like
No,
twist the fuses together.
3. Hang on. Didn't you say you only had 2 left?
No, 6.
He's got 6.
He's got 2.
Oh, you've
I've got none.
He's got none.
Who's got none?
Urban's got none.
So 3
Urban's
sticks.
in fact.
3 sticks.
Okay, you have to make a roll on explosives or something.
Okay, do it, Ray. You got the dynamite. Your hands. You throw it.
Is this in the normal skills area or is it something else?
Explosives.
So
5.
where are we standing at the
Has
moment?
anybody
Is
got
anyone
any
on the
more
hallway?
explosives than 5 and it's in the normal investigator
This
skills?
is very successful.
I have
time
7.
use.
I've got 8.
I have 8 as well.
Standing on the ethereal.
How the hell did I end up with 8?
Hang on.
You're in the real world.
What's that for
You're in
though?
the
'Cause
cathedral.
I don't think
That's for setting
I
bomb
don't-
going,
I
Phil.
think
We're
that-
outside
I think
this
that's
room.
for-
Yeah, this is a secret
for
room.
lighting it and getting it all ready. But
Yes.
I think throwing it, I think it
Doorway
should be something
here.
else. I
Someone
think
else
that's,
should light it and someone else should throw it.
yeah,
Yes.
so Jono, who has 8 in explosives,
Choose the
should-
people you hate
There
the
is a
most.
throw skill.
No, prepare.
Throw.
Who's got a good throw? Oh, you got 15 in explosives.
15?
Yeah,
Well,
you
what's
should
wrong?
throw the dynamite.
Give
Let
it
them
to
throw the dynamite.
Give
I've
it.
got a throw skill of lot.
No, it's explosives.
Who's
Yeah, no, explosives first, throw second.
Yeah, because you have to get the wick right.
So give it to Guy Fawkes to set up the fuse.
What would Guy Fawkes be doing today? He'd be spoiled for choice.
Now,
27.
27. 27. So I'm taking it we passed the explosives roll. Now we just have to do the throw roll.
What happened?
Whatever it
Just do
is.
27
Oh,
for the
okay.
explosive
Yep,
roll.
you've,
Now,
you've
we have-
successfully done it.
we have
Now, somebody,
Now-
of course,
it
is
will
going to be at the
explode wherever
door,
it lands.
ready to open it so they can throw it in and then we're closing
who's
the door. again.
throwing it? Who has a good
Not
throw?
me.
I've got 4.
Don't roll a 1.
I have a mere 9.
9 is probably
I had
it.
blank, so don't.
No. I only have 4.
Go to
9 is
Saxon.
probably one of the best available. What's yours?
Mine is not there at all.
I thought you were saying you were amazing at throwing.
No, I said I'm exactly the opposite.
Right. Who's at the door? Because what I want to do is just open the door
Hello?
and then close it.
Okay.
I'll do that. But I have a bridge phobia. Maybe someone who doesn't have a bridge phobia should open the door.
There are bridges?
Does the person
Yeah.
throwing the dynamite have a bridge?
No, I do not.
Excellent.
I just checked.
Who does not have a bridge phobia that can open a door? All right. Give it to Quick Draw McGraw. There we
so
go.
we know who's doing what, where, and when.
All right, tell me
Presumably,
when you
we're not
want the
having this
door
conversation while the fuse is burning.
No, presumably not. We're going to be metagaming about that. So, throwing roll. It is a 15 plus a 9 is a total of 24.
Okay, you hit.
We want to throw, not hit.
Now,
Yes, but
pause for a moment. Paranoid thought. If I hadn't have made that, it would have hit one of these, and these would have been
Yeah, but it
broken.
didn't.
All of
But
the
it
magic
didn't.
circle would have
But
been
then it
broken,
didn't.
and it would have been free to come out and
that
run.
didn't happen. None of that happened.
It would have exploded instantly on
Now-
when we escaped during the expedition.
Is it dead?
No.
It exploded.
Yes, it exploded right on him.
We heard the
Right on
explosion.
him.
Yep, right
Did
on
we
him.
hear it scream in pain?
It's probably going to
It
be
wobbled
annoying.
in pain.
Now, everybody get your shotguns, elephant guns, and beam
You
rifles. and
can't
start
shoot
shooting.
an elephant gun down here, you know.
3 sticks of
They're out of
dynamite
season.
didn't do anything to it.
Oh, it did something to it.
Yeah, really, really annoying.
Yeah, it let us know we were coming. That's what it did. Shots fired.
Who's got a magic neeming gun?
Well, it's his turn now, so
Yep, okay.
Is the door closed yet?
Yep.
Yeah,
We opened the door, you threw it in, we closed the door.
no, it's still open.
No, I didn't close the door. Apparently I'm not allowed to. It's too
He
active.
has an opportunity.
Yeah, and when we open the door,
he's
when you
throwing-
open the door, he goes, yeah, at you.
It,
Use a
you.
magic shot.
Just
Why
note,
me?
note, DM, that we've all.
Why is me when I open
David.
the door? Why would I open the door and stand in front of it?
I think he's going to
Actually,
mean
it's
me,
Saxon.
seriously.
I would open it.
You're
if
right,
It,
you're
does it
right.
open inward or outward?
You're right, David.
I would have
But
to
I think
open it
it's
and be behind it.
extremely cruel that you're deflecting it onto Saxon.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you're a nasty
Just
person.
throwing them at the lions.
Otherwise, you would have to throw the dynamite over me.
No, it's alright. I agree.
Oh, no, don't do that.
It's Napoleon.
He's all passive aggressive now.
It's Napoleon.
This is Napoleon.
Isn't that Napoleon? No, it's Paul Revere.
I don't know.
It's Paul Revere, isn't it? Ain't it?
Some old dead guy.
Actually, I'm
No,
going to
this is
decide.
Giordano's shirt. It's
Yes.
not anyone.
Even.
Okay.
Looks like Napoleon.
10. 10 is even.
Yes,
It looks more like
David,
Napoleon.
you've just taken 1d10
Napoleon
Xanax.
hats.
I should.
1d10.
You take 4 of them.
Your man does. He has a Napoleon hat. I think that's why they keep
He's a big
Mine
fat
does.
snake.
Shit, he does too.
Him and Shirley.
It's a famous Napoleon. It's based on a famous painting of
Yeah,
Napoleon.
it's Napoleon crossing the Alps.
Yeah. See, I'm not a stupid person.
Your left brace is the Alps, obviously.
One more sanity point, and I go crazy pants.
Excellent.
One
We're
more.
going to have to spend so much time in a sanatorium having cold baths.
Okay, he opened the door. He didn't sting. You did your thing.
anatomical
diagram
It
of
was,
your
actually, it was actually the other day
I'll
that
send it
opened
to
the
you.
door.
Oh, it was the other Dave who opened the door. I
Yes.
thought it was you. Oh, sorry. You don't take 4 insanity
Not
points.
Dave.
You
Dave.
take 4 insanity
Why?
points.
I would have passed my cool test.
This is a special magic. This is special
Oh,
magic.
what
that
kind of magic juju bullshit's this? I didn't even look at it. I
is
opened
magic.
Oh, and the door came up towards me. I didn't even look at it.
Bag on my head.
Magic nanoed your brain.
And my hands look like this.
And other shit that wouldn't fly if you were playing. Where do I put my insanity point? 4 here. God, you'd be having an absolute conniption now.
I really have.
5. I'll just take him. You remember this. You remember this.
Oh, no.
Oh god, he's almost as bad as Barry.
Oh, no. Is that why you made them interchangeable in that comic before?
This is the stuff you couldn't take out on your boss, isn't it?
Why didn't I hang him from the gallows when I had the chance? That's what I'm thinking.
Wow.
Because Dave is the weak one who always whines.
Oh!
I do, David, because he's the one who would have a temper tantrum.
It's true.
Well, there was that.
Unless you put a tea bag in my bin, then I'll flip out.
Oh, won't you?
What's everybody else doing?
I'm getting my rifle ready to have a volley at him.
Do you want to have a volley at him?
It seems like an appropriate
Should you
thing.
like place your characters as you're
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
doing?
The problem here is how big is this door? How many people could reasonably shoot into the doorway? There's a question.
Well, which one's me? This one.
It's all to scale, so
So I'm going to roll out here, prone.
there's at least a second
Right in
and
front of
a
the
Dave
door.
at this door.
Well, there's 2 doors.
I've got to be near
Is
the
it 2
door.
doors?
I've got to be near the door. Put me near the other door.
So
Which one's your character?
He's,
That one.
he's the sheriff
No,
from Westworld.
No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no,
The
no,
cool
Sheriff
one.
from Westworld.
no.
He's got his back to you, David.
Yes, they all have my back to me.
I've got it. It's all right. We can have 2 guys lying down in the front, 2 guys kneeling behind, and 2 guys standing.
Dude, I like that.
Zulu style.
Some real.
Who's fallen
volley-
flat in his place?
Sorry?
Ray fell flat.
I'm
I
prone.
assume he's worshipping the door.
He's prone.
I don't make that sound when I
I'm
worship.
prone to mistakes.
Okay.
Did you get hit by the door when I opened it? Lying down? You're fine. So,
Blom, 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 blom.
I'm standing or kneeling behind Ray.
Where do you need my character with the electric rifle?
You're in the front because you threw the dynamite. Or is
Yeah,
that
but I'll
been
probably have to
changed?
step
That's true.
aside, grab my weapon.
That's
so where
true,
do you want
therefore
me?
you're there.
Okay.
Don't argue.
So that just leaves these 2 chuckle fucks.
No, dude. What is with you tonight?
Don't argue. You're just the DM, don't argue.
That still leaves a chuckle fuck.
You can put chuckle fuck there. I like his new name.
Goodness.
It's perfect.
right, we're all lined up. What?
My
something
students
bad
are going to be able to
possibly
see
happen.
this right now. They're going to see their teacher being called a what?
Hang on. Aha, we'll come from the even side.
Oh, have students who make-
Oh, yeah, great.
Where did that come from? He's throwing them
The
at
even
us.
side.
From the sides.
Oh, from the sides?
You know, that area you can't see.
just
You
the
mean
guys
the ring?
behind
Oh,
us
goody.
cover us
You have to
guys
beat
in the front.
37
Have a go.
Okay, what is that? An attack
Of
roll or is
course.
it initiative?
on being clawed to death.
It's an
Okay.
attack roll.
It's a parry.
Okay, can I have my dicey, please?
Which one's yours? That one?
Yes, that is fine.
I think you're looking a bit dicey right now.
Carry, you say. Where the hell is that?
You might need that.
Powie. Yeah, what is Powie? Is that unarmed knife skill? No. What weapon do you have?
I've got. Well, I've just thrown the
Hurry!
the dynamite. I'm going to be using the beam rifle. I'm not. Look, have I picked up the beam rifle yet?
No,
My parry
so
is
you're there with your bare
-6.
hands.
Okay.
Why are all my parries in minus?
In this case, it's fixed.
Minus.
In that case,
Parry
my
minus
fist
6 minus
parry
4
is at
minus
-6. What was it against 37?
What's your unarmed knife skill? So you have to use a skill. The parry's just an adjustment based on your weapon system.
Oh, okay.
That's the base max.
So don't give yourself more of a penalty than you deserve.
Okay. My knife parry is -4.
Your knife parry is minus.
If I'm reading this.
No. Your skill under investigator skills.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Unarmed knife skill. Down in the bottom right hand corner.
Oh
They're
yeah.
pretty much in alphabetical order. with
Ah,
one or two
yes, okay.
exceptions.
That looks.
Oh, so you can use that for your parry, can you?
Okay, there's a
So the
6.
parry, you're all confused.
Yeah.
So I'm going to step you through it one at a time, right? So you've got your skill, right?
Yes. Which is
Right?
I agree.
this one here. Where I was looking down here.
I can't even read that. What is that
Unarmed knife
gibberish?
6.
That's a 6.
I think so.
Right. So then I guess you're using fist,
Mm-hmm.
which is parry 6. So 6 minus 6 is 0. So just roll a d20 and hope
Yeah.
it goes.
It's a 12.
You have not beaten the 37.
I have not beaten a 37.
Really?
Absolutely not.
It munches down on
But
you.
now I've explained how it's done.
I
Thank you.
totally understand. Sure.
You take one heavy wound.
Okay.
But this guy only does 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
But it's heavy.
Can I have
Oh,
Yeah, because I rolled 37.
Heavy load.
Heavy man.
one heavy wound? Okay.
That's bad. That's like you've lost your whole arm.
That'll be a -6 mob for the rest of this combat.
No.
Yeah.
For the rest of your having it.
TPK.
TPK. TPK.
Oh my god, they do 1 point damage!
TPK.
Okay.
It'll be the slowest TPK.
Remember the diamond.
I
We
have
would
forgotten
bleed
the
out
rats.
slowly.
Rats.
Who else is doing something?
Well, Ray had a message. I know. You've got a message.
Any of you can do something.
Well, if nobody else is going to do something,
Go on!
Everybody.
I'm gonna shoot this-
initiative order.
Can you shoot past the people in front of you?
Yes.
The door's open.
Apparently the answer is yes. Roll!
So just blast at it.
Oh
20.
my
Jesus.
god!
Natural 20.
natural 20.
You go up in
Skill of
stuff.
14.
Now you go up.
Shoot short range +4, so blown clean off the bridge is the.
But now he goes up.
Now he goes up by
Yeah,
some amount. What's the roll?
That's a shotgun, is it?
No, it was a.
Oh,
It's a 50 cal revolver, which
Oh yes.
the difference between the two is fairly.
Yes. Put up your handgun skill.
But
Okay.
Does it just go up by one? Is that what
One.
happens?
it
Just
just
one.
goes up one. Yeah, I thought
It's
that.
like it's like 5%.
We used to roll, but now it's.
It's actually a lot more than it used to be.
Yeah.
You increase a lot faster.
Your
See,
personal
it's
history, your
bad.
family history.
15. Okay, now. Firing shots, the remaining 2 shots at the horrifying eldritch
Beast.
drastic thing.
You man fire.
5 away.
5 away.
That'll still be like point blank for you.
So, no, it's not point blank, but it is, it's medium, but
That'll be a +2.
+2. So that means base skill is 17 at this
So
point.
you don't have bridges, do you?
No, I do not.
Excellent.
Insects, yes, bridges, no.
That
3 plus 17, that's enough, 20.
Plus 17?
Yes.
is that 4 or 5 points damage?
That is, damage is 4.
4.
And last shot,
No, it's banging.
it's a hit. Damage 4.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Ah, he's still standing.
Oh, go away. Go away.
Can I shoot him?
That's where you are.
Hang on, he's
No,
doing
he
his
has to do
thing.
his turn, and then it's got our turn again.
Could I have had him?
6.
No, it's
Wait,
your turn.
Ray,
Then you can
I haven't had
shoot
my
it.
turn.
I think I can see how this is
Oh,
going.
did I just get wiped out?
you need to beat a 23 on your parry. which might be difficult if you're lying on the ground. You're a prone. Actually, you're a prone target.
Yep.
I'll give you a parry.
Give me
But
a
I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to give you a -6 mod.
It's called, your parry's called a Kate.
Cake.
Katie.
Mm.
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Dear, dear.
Now find your unarmed. No, what weapon system
That's
is
the
he
parry
using
you've
right
got
now?
to
Firework.
He's got his rifle in his hand, so he's gonna have to use the pole arm skill.
The
versus
pole arm
rifle
skill.
Better than
versus rifle parry.
So whatever your
Oh,
pole
don't.
arm skill is,
So
He's not
that's not
listening.
nice.
I know.
Not even listening.
What's your pole arm skill?
5.
Right, roll, add that,
So
and
that'll be
then,
minus
and then
one.
minus a lot.
So
Hang on, what's your parry with your?
what is my parry?
What happened to your ring? Why'd you, when you bring your spinning ring?
It's not going to beat whatever you roll.
Okay,
It's not going to beat.
rifle butt.
Don't be like that. Why are you
It's
being so
minus
negative?
2. There's
Don't be negative.
if you can roll it, you've already rolled.
Yes.
But I would
that's
argue
true.
if you rolled a 20, I'd let you
Yeah.
parry this,
Yeah, but
but
you
you
did.
haven't. So you're going to take damage. I am afraid.
Okay.
23. You
And
take 1 hit in your left arm, which means you can no longer use your
that's a
rifle weapon.
heavy one? No.
No, it's just your left arm.
just a
hit.
just a normal one there.
So you're reduced to pistols.
Right.
Now,
Urban's turn.
Urban's turn.
I've said it's Urban's turn.
Urban's turn. Have your turn. Have it now.
I missed.
What are you using?
You suck at turns.
Oh, you say you can have to do it 3 times then.
Yeah, Mr. One Shot.
35.
Yeah, you got it.
That sounds pretty likely.
Damage 3.
He's just going to spawn these things out until we die.
Sounds like you
Get
killed
ready
him.
So
for
keep shooting this thing with every shot that's.
Oh yeah, put your 3rd shot into Uber Boost.
Yes, please.
Oh, puppies.
Oh, the beast.
Will 38 anywhere.
38 sounds pretty
Is
great.
that 3 points damage?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you might have hit it.
Did it die?
He's not happy.
Did it die?
Oh dear.
Did
It's
it
now
die?
Do I get to
their
go?
turn unless
Here
there's more.
comes another one, just like the other one.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's gone after Saxon.
When do I get a turn?
Here comes.
Well, it alternates.
Alternate between bad guys.
You can have the next turn.
Yeah,
I thought he
I
had a
just
parry.
rolled 6 again.
Didn't he
No,
have a
my
parry?
parry's
Yeah, but that's-
in there.
that's a
Go.
defense.
It's a parry. Parry's not a turn.
Parry's not a turn.
It'd really suck if it was.
it is in my game, but don't worry about it.
That's because your game sucks.
That's because I'm evil.
You have to beat a 23.
I don't think I can beat a 23, not with a cancel out of 6 plus -6 mod. I'll
I'd
just
say
roll to see
maybe-
if I can get a 20, so eventually I'll get up to the point where I can be
Are we getting our minus modifiers for the bridges when we're not actually
an
on the
18.
bridges?
Close, but
If you
not
see
good
a
enough.
bridge, you have to take the thing.
Fair enough.
It's a bridge.
Oh, you take 1 wound in your left arm, which means you can no longer use any
very
rifle
good.
weapons.
Okay.
TPK. Ray has the turn.
It's time for Ray.
You left arm no longer works.
Well, I'm using my pistol now.
Yeah, pull out
I
your
don't have
pistol and shoot him.
So you're going to get up or are you going to stay down?
No, stay down.
What are you going to shoot?
The big,
The big thing.
big group.
I'm going to shoot that thing.
You shoot the big gribbly,
Shoot the
Ray.
big gribbly with the big gribbly gun.
What,
We
how
are
far away
retards.
is he? How far away is
He
he?
is
How far away?
five.
He is 5.
Okay,
He
that
is
is
5.
medium.
I am speaking
So I've
like
got
an alien on
negative
Galaxy
6
Quest.
from being afraid.
Oh, you've got bridges.
Yes.
-6, but you get a +2 for medium range, I believe.
Yes,
So
so
it'll be
that's
-4. You should
on
not
my
be gods
handgun.
now.
No,
Why
no.
are you not godlike?
Because we still have to throw
I need to get a 19 or a 20 naturally to do anything.
Well, that's still plausible. Plausible. It's within the realms of the plausible.
Missed. Missed. Missed.
Plus a plausible.
Plus the
Oh.
Now it's their turn. If there's any more of them.
I wonder if they spawn more Gribblies.
Plus the bloople.
There
There's
we
more
go.
of them.
He is going to attack Dave because
Me?
I don't want to pick on Ray.
I think
good.
is well that Dave.
Go Go on.
Yes, the
I
evil day.
I
as opposed
deserve
to
it.
The light of
You
God
should pick
day.
on me because I deserve
That was
it.
not in any
Sounds
way
like an
my
abusive
implication.
relationship with your GM.
Thanks for referring to me as the light of God, though, Daniel. I appreciate that.
No, he was referring to me as the
I'm sure he was.
Fight.
Sure he was.
He rejects it and accepts it at the same time. What's 17 plus 17? That's 34.
Yes.
You have to beat 34.
On my parry.
Yes.
And I'm parrying with my Mark III beam rifle, the only one that's left in existence in the game.
So that'll be.
So my parry's -2, so I have to take 2 off my rifle skill and my rifle
But
skill.
actually, you have to use your polearm skill for this.
Oh, do I?
Yes. You don't shoot when you're parrying.
Down the bottom right-hand side of skills area.
Polearm.
Polearm.
8, I think it says. Or does that say 6? No, I think it's not my range.
It looks like 6.
6. So 4. I get a +4. And I have to beat a...
34.
Yeah, I
Probably
don't do it.
mathematically impossible. Okay. 34.
These guys are really
is-
good at it.
Oh, light wound. 1 light wound.
These guys have
Okay, I have 5 light wounds now.
What's your total wound level?
7.
7
points.
Yep,
Hit
you're
points,
still
7.
standing. Oh, you have -4 on your thingy.
Sanity points. No?
No, you now
Don't
you're
put-
wounded,
don't
so
put
you
your
have a
wounds in your
negative
sanity
4.
points.
No, I haven't.
-4.
-4 on anything I do.
Yeah,
Because you're lightly wounded.
How do I
wound.
record
I'm
that?
assuming you have 1
because
light wound.
you just
Yeah.
know that you've got wounds, therefore you're getting -4 for that.
Light wounds.
Yeah, I've got it here in light wounds.
Okay,
I'll just put -4 up here.
okay. It's just the mod. It's okay.
Anyone
It's
with
not
light
okay.
wounds
I need
has
it.
-4
I need those mods.
If you have 2 light wounds, it's still just -4. It
until
doesn't
you
do
fill it
light
up, and then you go into heavy wounds.
wounds. And then you fill that up and you fall over.
I don't want to fill nothing up.
Well, it's our turn again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
I
a
was
go.
gonna.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
a
you
go.
Haven't you already had a go this
No,
time?
no, I
Both
have
of
not
those
had a go
guys.
this turn.
Oh no, the other one opened the door. Yes. Okay.
I've
I'm
got
not.
another idea. Let's close the door.
I'm not.
No, but then I'll have to open the door to shoot it and it'll mean us again.
No, we can't. We can't win.
Yes, we can.
I can't
Don't
shoot.
be like that. Don't be
More
like that.
dynamite.
I'm blasting.
Not
this
with that
thing.
kind of no can do attitude, we can't.
I can't roll a hit
Why?
because I've got so many negatives.
Back up.
That occasionally
Back
happens.
Well, then I think you're probably in a similar position.
No, I'm alright.
Oh, no, that's right. You're
That's right.
a pistol wizard.
I've
When
forgotten.
When are you
I
shooting
shoot
with?
with my rifle because it's more heavily.
Pistol.
He's the one
Okay.
that Peter was thinking of when he was.
Cop
Why aren't you
45,
all gods?
So that's 26 plus whatever the range
I
mod
think it's
is,
a +2 for you.
which would be +2, which is 28
Well,
minus
yeah,
4 for
that's-
What
bridges.
about hands if you've got
Is
bridges
24.
and
That's free
And
free
a
damage.
That is 3 damage.
Okay, you've got
Because
2
if
more
you've got
shots.
bridges and a wound, you're on -10.
That's not going to work.
That's not good.
With 7 plus
And now there's going to be
I have a wound,
bridges
but I'm only
everywhere,
negative.
baby.
11 is 18 minus. No,
We're going to go to the Isle of the Bridges. You watch.
Peter
Yeah,
just
that's
said
not
if you've got a light wound, you've got -4 to hit.
Yeah.
And
I
if
think
you've
I
got
just wrote
bridges,
the
you've got
exact
-6,
same
which
thing.
makes you -10, which is why I'm saying we should close the door.
Oh no, it's
So
27.
I'm using three.
Ah, you killed it.
Sorry?
Handgun 21.
Oh,
What
wow.
about the little wiggly thing?
Because that shot close was.
It died, Ray. It died.
Damn.
Ray, it died. It died.
So
It
ended
died.
up with the
What did we just do to it?
Dave talked
Bloody
about
minded
Ray
his
out of
sister.
it.
Well, you threw 3 sticks of dynamite.
It was already half dead. I just finished it off.
So how many points of damage do we do to it with the
Hang
dynamite?
on, hang
Oh,
on.
we've still got a little bit of
30
this.
points.
We still have.
Okay, that explains why it went
It
down.
only had 45 points.
And normally that wouldn't be something you'd
You
preface
said
it
it
only.
barely wobbled.
It did.
It doesn't feel pain like we do.
Led us astray.
What happens to the Grubblies? Are they still there?
They're still there. There's only 2 of them. No more are coming.
Well, I've had
Get them
my
down into the
turn,
pit.
so it's then their turn. There's no more coming. Therefore, it's back to us. Who hasn't had a turn? this
Me!
turn? Yes, you did.
You opened the door.
Oh, okay, that was my turn.
Is it a new round?
Might be a new round.
I thought I opened the door ages ago.
Yes, so did I.
Excellent. Beat 1 for initiative.
This is
4.
This is why I
Excellent.
actually like
who's
initiative
doing
order.
something?
Somebody
So
do
at least
something.
You know, see, this now we never.
Don't
know
complain
what
about
to
it
do.
not being your turn because it can be your turn right now.
Well, I'm trying not to do that thing where I always take charge of
I
it.
know. You.
I'm learning.
Wait for John Oates, not John
Ray
Oates'
refusing
turn.
to do anything.
Well, I roll out of the way. No, I let David have a go.
Dave,
Alright.
just shoot him.
I'll shoot one of these. But really, I don't want to mark.
I'll just shoot him. You can probably take them both out Clint Eastwood style. Just shoot him.
Shoot,
I
shoot,
can't swap
shoot.
weapons now.
Shoot.
though. I don't get a
What
free
weapon do you
action
have?
swap
What weapon do you have?
weapon. Well, I said because the big.
Because you had an electric rifle.
Just drop it and pull out your pistol.
Okay, pull out both pistols and shoot.
Are you, well, is one of your arms damaged or something? No. No, your
No,
arms are
no.
fine. Your arms are fine. Shut up, me.
36.
Blam.
I get 3 shots at least in one round. And the other one, 28. I missed, but I got one more shot. Yes. Okay.
28 is a miss?
Yeah. 28. No. I had 28 anyway. That's right, I have to get over 20. I was thinking I was going to get over 30.
First world problems.
You've cleared the room. Everyone's horribly.
How horribly are we? I'm alright. Other than
Well, if
Pretty
you're
hard,
okay,
easy.
then everyone's okay.
Exactly, that's how it usually is.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I'm
There's a word
half
for
nuts,
that.
but
Okay, Peter. At this point, would it be prudent for us to back up to the closest lamp and then head back to the Hunter's Dream and get healing?
No, you should go. You should like run across.
Can't we drink? What happened to all our little bits of paper that gave us stuff to drink? Where's all our stuff?
I think someone was drinking it like Kool-Aid.
Where's all our stuff? We have all those strips of paper. Let's drink some of this shit.
oh, we've been
Right,
we've
drink
been,
some stuff.
we've been
Okay.
drinking the bloodline.
I'm not
right
sure
now.
we have any
We
stuff.
do. We have.
I think we drank it all.
Like 5 strips of paper.
I know.
There is
It's driving
literally
me
a
mad.
lamp in the next room,
Let's
like the one you just left.
honestly,
Okay.
I
Out
don't.
in the cathedral.
I don't think unless you want.
Guys, we can go to the lamp. We can go and get free healing, and come back.
Yeah, unless you want to try sucking on an umbilical cord.
No.
No.
Let's. How much healing can we get? Could we cure all our light wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
If we
do
go
it.
back to the Hunter's Dream, yes, I
Dream,
can
I mean,
free healing on the
Yeah,
door.
let's go back.
The door
Let's go back.
really is.
Let's go back. There's a lamp in the next room. Let's go to the lamp. Go back.
Blip.
Yeah, turn back.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
All the suspense taken out of the game.
Why? What, from dying?
Yes.
Okay.
It'd be far more fun if you had to drag Ray into the next room, bleeding out.
Can we go to the lamp, go and get healed, and come back right to here?
Yeah.
Right now.
The lamp is literally like over here.
Okay, so,
so
we've
for all
done it,
practical
and we're back.
purposes, as long as we're not in the middle of a combat situation, a lamp basically is infinite healing.
Yes, it's
It's an
always
open
been like this.
Okay, right.
So I have
Okay.
no more light
Realise.
wounds. I can rub my light wounds out.
Yeah.
Who else is
What
wounded
about my
and needs to
sanity?
de-wound?
No.
That was me.
Where
I
are
haven't
we
taken
then?
care of it.
Ray was wounded. wasn't
Psychiatrist.
Yep.
Mandatory.
So we can't get our insanity points taken.
Use
So
a
I am
razor.
Selden.
We will need to go to the
Why
sanctuary
basement
and
for your
for ice
favourite
bath.
monkey?
I am the
rub it
Selden.
out.
Surely I can get
And a
rid of
floor.
sanity.
Yeah.
Just rub it out. Did that feel good?
That's it.
Did that feel good?
Don't have to say anything or drink anything. Or...
Yep.
It's
We
always
went.
been
We
this
went
way.
back to the Hunter's Dream and we get free heals there.
I get it.
That also has the advantages if you actually use too much of the blood to heal yourself, you turn into beasties.
I want.
All right.
That will also happen.
So
to
we're back
you
here now?
with radioactive cake.
If you wish.
Like Saxon, I'm off. And I want to go to. I can cross the bridge.
I'm joining
because I have no phobia, and I'm going to
I'm
stand here
scared.
and
I'm
take-
scared.
Yeah, I'm
taking
not
my
going to
surroundings. What
I'm
do I
not
see?
I'm right here.
You missed. You suck at
we
disclosing
didn't tell you I'm not.
I suck.
I'm scared of bridges.
I know. You stay there. We'll make sure everything's okay.
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
you're
Go across the bridge.
You need to shoot anything. Let's bring him back over here.
This is not much different to real life.
What?
I've got a bit of a.
You fear of bridges?
Well, not really, but I feel a bit uncomfortable with heights.
One of those.
So if we had one of those narrow bridges with a long that was
The
with a
rope
big
things.
drop,
Yeah, you
I
can't
wouldn't feel terribly comfortable. I'd still be able to cross
be
it.
gripping the ropes.
I'd
and
still be able to
walk
cross it, but I wouldn't be
What,
happy.
with the wooden boards and stuff, and you can
Yeah.
see down in between.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wouldn't
Oh, that'd be the worst.
Yeah, Kylie won't go on those either.
Do you know what was worse than that?
No.
Those bloody floors that are just clear.
Glass, yeah, perfect.
Oh my god, that freaks me out completely.
Right.
What exactly did you just do?
I walk to the middle of the room.
Oh, that's okay then.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. I'm looking around. Is there anything else I can see and notice?
Yeah, there's like 3 chains that seem to be holding this thing up. And
Not
there's a
four,
vast,
eh?
Not 4?
4, yes, 4. 3, sir, 4. And a vast pit filled with bones.
It's gross. Is there really glowy ring of glowiness?
With eldritch runes? Yeah,
Yes.
why not?
Who else?
Who else is seeing this?
So-
Everyone.
I shall
Bridge phobia?
Yep.
Okay, can
You're,
you
you're,
come with
you're
this?
No,
fine.
no, I'm not
You'll-
going.
Can you come across with this?
Sorry, I
You-
just lost.
We're on earth across bridges.
It's scared of
it's just
Yeah.
I'm
different.
scared. I'm not going over there.
Yeah, well, you scared bridges.
We're going to have to if we're
Yeah,
going
can you
to. We're going to have
send me
to.
tentatively
We'll
over the
hold
bridge, please?
hands and we'll
I
go.
thought it was him and him.
No, me, the us, not.
Not right.
Yeah,
You're
I've
not
got
bridge.
it. I'm bridge phobic.
Yeah, we're all bridge.
Weird.
The 3 of you.
But I suck it up.
I thought Saxon was rich.
Don't you have to roll a die?
thunder and lightning.
I was able to
Depends
be
on the
shooting.
We just get a penalty.
So you've got- you've got accuphobia.
I'm just going to go putter. Interesting.
I don't
And
know.
examine the walls
Yeah,
around
you could
here.
like go around the bridge.
That's true.
Did you just get hypnotised, Urban?
Let's go ground bridge.
I'll do that as well. Because I know what
You've got bridges, not narrow ledges.
Yep. If they're 1 foot narrow ledges.
Slippery, treacherous, narrow ledges.
I've
I
got to
don't have a problem
say,
with that.
if I had a choice in real life between that bridge and that narrow ledge, I would totally go the bridge.
Yes. But we're being gaming.
We don't have a choice.
I don't know, it depends how stable the bridge looks. Anyway,
There are
I
doors.
think you guys should open those
Gypherophobia.
doors while
Or
we
is it
stand here.
gypherophobia?
Why?
Because I don't think we should all be in the blast path. with
In the
door.
blood, only some of us
What
will.
direction does the door in front of me open? Is it open in or out?
Oh,
Roll!
Oh god, it doesn't say. You're going to
Make a
have to
decision.
decide.
I'm going to say either way, just to avoid the argument.
Oh, it's like one of those saloon doors.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so I open it.
Is
outwards.
there pianola music on the other
excellent.
side?
What have you got in there?
You're not from round these parts.
No, you're not.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us, partner. Guess it's time to move to another town.
Look at that beaver's fresh meat.
What movie you quoted?
Oh, Jesus, what is happening? If I just walked into Rapville pub, what's
I
this
don't know,
happening?
but I feel like another one of the D&D characters is
It's just a-
yes.
I told you! Everyone take school test!
Taking a
Okay.
cool test.
Literally everyone?
Yeah! Let's get it out the way!
I'm back riding around on the.
Okay,
At 26,
16 plus 10 is 26. Yep.
I'm cool.
27.
You're fine!
I'm fine.
I've got 11 insanity points.
Mighty fine.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
I've got 11 insanity points. What happens to me?
Excellent!
You're good. You
Woo!
need to have a little lie down.
Woo!
He's rolling for a phobia for you.
Oh, you've got animals.
You're afraid of animals.
Well, that's not all that
You
unusual.
need to add that to your phobia list.
Now, if you see Heath, you won't be able to cross.
Now also subtract 10 from your sanity points, which I believe means you're back to 1. So you're basically trading 10 sanity points for a phobia. That's basically how it works.
That's a bargain, that is.
Okay. So, do we once again fall
What
back,
now?
grab out the dynamite,
Insects and
do the
animals.
shoot the
It's
blast?
just sitting there looking at you.
Everything.
Insects are different to animals.
That's an animal.
I'm already upset. That doesn't
Well,
work.
you know, from a
Well,
normal person.
well, you
Yeah.
might as
A
well.
normal person,
Most people don't
a
look.
normal ignorant goon
Most people,
who
most,
drags his knuckles on the ground.
most ignorant goons don't look at the cell structure and kind of assume they're different.
Yeah, I just equate animals with mammals.
Yes, that's it.
Well,
And that
you might
is
as well rub out
that is a
insects
problem.
now
You should
because
take that up with
all
Aristotle.
encompassing everything.
Because an animal is
Thank you,
anything.
that was really
Do we
helpful.
go unconscious if we fight?
Can your
Just
Yes.
people.
can your phobias stack? As in, because now he's insects and animals, therefore, if he encounters an insect, it'll double kick in because it's also an animal.
That's
Can I just
interesting.
ask
It depends
Dave?
if he realises that. You see, if he's more ignorant, he's actually safer.
Dave,
Yeah. I'm just trying to helping. Let's try to work out in game what happened.
Well, that is true.
What if you
Ignorance,
see a fully
ignorance is a
dog?
fairly good proof against fear.
Worst nightmare.
Although then you come up with your own fears. Anyway,
And the dog has a big red cloud.
I'm guessing that means I'm like that. That's right.
yeah, you're out for this turn.
This is the Bretus.
I think
This is
Oh, this is her.
Oh, maybe are we
This is
supposed
the
to
one we're supposed to talk to.
Are we supposed to talk to this one?
Emeritus.
Who's standing there with a cup of
Where's
friggin' tea?
Where's
That's
the,
me.
Talk.
where's the clues?
Ah, Lady Emeritus.
What are
Maybe
you
gay
doing?
to have an audience
That's
with
the
you.
room she's in.
Right, right.
Oh, okay, right. It's gotta, yeah, now we have to build our own world. Talking about a lazy GM. Build
I love that. Just blah.
Build it, make it real for you.
What do you want me to do? Hold your
What do you
hand?
want me to do? Use my imagination.
Use your imagination.
Right, well, we get to construct this room now.
There are arrows.
First of all, we'll put that in front of us.
Other way. No, other way.
Then, no, it doesn't matter. You told us we can build it. This is the way it's gonna go.
Where did I see all these clues about this person?
What? She's there.
What do we
This
know about this
goes
person?
here. And that goes there.
That's perfect.
Oh, what do we
See,
know
she
about
wasn't that close after all.
Do we know anything about this person? Come on, look up the thing.
I am looking up the thing. I can't find it.
You have failed.
He's
A
doing-
Bretus.
He's doing his midget walk. We're in trouble.
A Bretus.
Maybe we're just looking at Wikipedia now.
No, I'm trying to find your notes on this ridiculous thing.
That's what I'm trying to do as well.
No.
I think I put it in Instapaper from memory. Is that what I did? No, I didn't put it in Instapaper. What did I do? Oh my god.
I had it, I was reading it today.
Emeritus, daughter of the cosmos, the left behind. She whom the church taints the blood from.
Please don't use that voice. It's really hard to understand.
That sounds like Marvin.
Marvin Martian, yes.
An incinerator.
That creature is
Pure 30
space
The Pure 36 I need it to destroy the Earth. It's blocking my view of Pluto.
Which makes no sense, but
No,
anyway,
no.
should be Mercury.
And even then it'd only block it for like 30
I
seconds.
know.
I'm
To be
sure
honest,
it's
I
possible that the Earth can include Pluto from Mars.
I have.
Yes, but not for very long is my point.
Sure.
The
It would
church.
take you longer to make an explosive than it would to actually
Probably
wait.
happens like once every 1,000 years or something.
Probably even a lot less than that.
No, it's once every 1,000 years. I've spoken.
Thank you. Your wisdom is great.
1 plus 1 now equals 3.
The church is obtaining blood from Ebriatus, daughter of the cosmos.
Well, I'm glad you found it, I can't.
It's 0.5 in the story so far.
Okay, yep.
Do we know anything else about this Ebriatus?
I'm
from
just
what-
looking at it. I'm thinking probably one thing we do know about it is we probably shouldn't have killed this guardian
Why is that?
because this is probably now being let loose on this village.
Well, seeing as they've been obtaining blood from her, and the blood is horrible and makes you into a monster. Am I right about that? Isn't that right? Yes.
That's pretty much it.
Then maybe we should get rid of her because she's bad.
How about we talk to her first?
Let's try.
Yeah. If she got left behind, maybe we can help her head after the others, and once she's off the Earth, it's not our problem anymore.
Yes, just build a rocket ship.
Thank you.
I'm just an intermental gateway.
Will we make it out of imagination
Yes.
and toilet rolls?
So Ebriatus is one daughter of the cosmos, one of the old ones. She was moved to the secret enclave beneath the Grand Cathedral Ward. Oh no, that's what I wrote, but that's not what you said. You said
She's in the upper. I did at one point. I did say beneath, but I was wrong. I was.
She is
incorrect.
the-
I'm allowed to be wrong.
She's the daughter of the
I
cosmos.
make a mistake. I'm not
of the
perfect.
old ones. That's okay. Sorry, I just wanted to know that I wasn't insane.
Feel bad.
Yes, feel bad.
No, it's all bad. Oh Jesus!
Sorry, let's go.
Anybody tell you you kind of not sneeze like you're by Satan?
I wasn't going to sneeze.
I don't even know what you were doing.
I'm just really tired, to be honest.
Okay, so What did she say to us sexually? We
She
didn't
hasn't said
really-
anything.
She did. She said something in a Martian voice.
I think
Wasn't
that
that
was
the-
the. I think that was the
Peter.
games master making editorial
I think Pete
comments
was
out of
trying to read
context.
something out, but he was reading out the Martian voice, so I couldn't
No, that was me
understand.
continuing on the Marvel the Martian thing about Earth obscuring Pluto.
Okay. Now, while I'm remembering, who's left their jacket here? Is this yours, John?
That's mine.
Oh, it's
I
Ray.
was like, no, I did say something before, but that was
Right.
just information
Sorry, I
that he
didn't
had.
mean to tell you that that was there, and I've forgotten all
It's
about it.
okay, he's walked away now.
Peter got some chip crumbs on it, wasn't there? But I wiped them back off again, so it's okay.
But I saw it and
Now I
then
can
smeared
eat
some
more.
meat juice on it. Perfect.
Nice. So, does she say anything?
No, she's just sitting there looking at you.
Hello.
Is it me?
Hello, daughter of the cosmos.
May we have an audience with your Theosians?
I say meep meep meep.
I wonder how they obtain blood from her. How does that work, do you think?
You look up and you
Non-consensually.
You look up and you see an anticoagulant machine.
Leech. So she doesn't attack, she's just
Stares awkwardly at
He
us.
just stares awkwardly at you. Yeah.
Okay, righto.
Is there something else we should do?
Well, did she
Are we
say
supposed
anything
to
when anyone
bring-
talked to her?
No, she didn't say anything. Should we bring her something? Are we supposed to have brought her something?
No.
If we are, we don't know about it. Let me just check those notes again.
Should we approach closer?
I would suggest do so, but with caution.
The source of the church's blood is Ebrietas.
Yes.
Okay, what do we need from this thing?
You've
Yeah,
been
why
sent
are we
to
going to
Yarnum
do
to
that?
find out about the pale blood.
Ah, that's right. She's the thing who knows about the pale blood.
You have been hired by the Healing Church to hunt beasts.
Yeah, that's true.
People who overuse the Healing Church's special blood turn into beasts.
Besides us.
The church is obtaining blood, and I assume that means the church's special blood, from Ebrietas, daughter of the cosmos.
I'm guessing
We seek knowledge of the pale blood. Can we say that to her?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, should we take a stab in the dark here and I might try something?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, alright. I walk forward, Pete.
Yes.
I want to get to about here, if I can. Does anything
Yep.
happen to me? I get here, I kneel down, and I say, Mighty Ebrietas, we seek your knowledge of the pale blood, without looking up. I just like keep my head bowed and wait to lose it, probably. But anyway, we'll see. If she doesn't say or do anything for the next, I got something.
What did you get?
Does she say this?
No, this is the key you're supposed to already have.
Key to the orphanage, birthplace of the choir. The
Oh.
orphanage, shadowed by the grand cathedral, was a place of scholarship and experimentation, where young orphans became potent, unseen thinkers of the healing church. The choir that would later split the healing church was the creation of the orphanage. So I have an actual key. Is that right? That's what I have? I have the key.
You might have two of these keys now.
Why does this help me in this situation?
It doesn't, but I thought you might like to read it at this point.
Okay, right.
Read it again.
That's a hint.
Key to the orphanage, the birthplace of the choir. This is a physical key we have.
What the hell's the orphanage and what's the
The
hell's
orphanage, shadowed by the grand cathedral, was a place of scholarship and experimentation, where young orphans become potent, unseen thinkers for the healing church. The choir that would later split the healing church was a creation of the orphanage.
How does this help us? What does any of this mean?
So she doesn't do anything. She hasn't said anything as she moved. Nothing. She's done nothing.
No, just give me a moment.
She says, "Give me a moment." Perfect.
Aha!
Well, at least she's talking
yes.
with us now.
Take a perception check.
Oh, hang on.
That
Everybody
include
or
the
just the
riding on the
person?
ground over there.
Hang on, David just wants to say something.
Well, I found point 12 says something around Veritas. The great Is chalice became the cornerstone of the choir, the elite delegation of the Healing Church. It was also the first great chalice brought back to the
39.
surface since the time of Bougainworth.
You can see on that platform behind, she's standing on just behind her.
Yep.
It looks like there's a key on the floor, on the platform.
Okay.
Is it somewhere where he can grab it?
Oh yeah, you can just walk over and grab it.
But it's like right behind her.
Yeah, it's right behind her.
Is that true?
You really what part?
Everything.
Where I turned up.
So the only point that I've got here that mentions Ebratus says the great Is chalice, whatever that is, became the cornerstone of the choir. So here we get that choir thing mentioned here. The elite delegation of the Healing Church. So the choir is just...
Does she look like she's looking at me?
It grew out
Yeah,
of
she's
the
kind of looking
orphanage.
at you.
It was also the first
It
great
hasn't
chalice...
really reacted
No,
to
nobody
anything I'm
says
doing.
No, she's just looking at
She
you.
obviously doesn't consider you a
We're all
threat.
listening.
Okay.
Making sense.
No,
Alright, so I'll keep eye contact, and I'll start to move in kind of this clockwise direction around here. She follows me, or she keeps looking
Oh,
forward?
her head looks at you.
Okay.
She doesn't move her body.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, when I'm grabbed, I'm going to string. I'm just warning. Okay, alright, so I'll get up here.
Yep, you're good.
Oh, good. And this is, I imagine, a pillar, so I can't really go into that square.
Yep,
Okay, this is where the blood starts. So I'm going to go to this square.
you're good.
Alright, going to go over and pick up the key.
You have a key.
Alright, I'm going to quickly scramble back around with the key. Stand about here.
So what's...
Alright,
That's the key.
key to the lecture theatre in the lecture building. Oh, where at Macquarie Uni. Today, the two-storey lecture building is adrift in the nightmare, but once it was a place of reflection where scholars learned of history and archaeology.
Oh, what?
Perhaps it still
Are you
is,
for real?
as the students in the lecture theatre appear to wait for the return of their professor.
Professor.
Oh. Now, would that refer to a lecture theatre back at Bougainworth, or in the scholarly studies associated with the orphanage?
And where would that be?
I don't know.
We are in the cathedral.
You should look at your map, maybe.
A map? A map, you say, sir? Like this one? Oh, there's one, there's something...
Devilish thing.
My God, this says lecture theatre. Or rather lecture
Where is the
building. Rather lecture building. There, have a look. Have a look for me.
Okay, so that's right. And we're in the cathedral ward, and there's a direct link from there to the lecture building.
Well, it seems to be in a different dimension because we have to jump there by the dashed line via a lamp, I guess. How do we get there? Because we got to the other place via... There's some sort of portal between... Well, that's what the key's for, I guess. The keys to the portal.
One thing I do notice, the lecture building does not seem to have a lamp.
Yeah, but we have a portal. We'll presumably be able to use a portal. And the portal gets us... Well, and there's another portal beyond to the Nightmare Frontier. That sounds like a good place to go.
Yeah.
The Nightmare Frontier. Doesn't that sound fun? So the only other place we've gone to with one of these dotted lines is Castle Canehurst, and we got there by magical horse carriage. To get to the lecture building, I'm imagining we need this key, which means presumably. Now, why are we going to the lecture building?
You've
What's
already
the
been
purpose?
there once before.
To the
Was
lecture
that
building.
the place where the weird place?
That was the place where you met the giant book golem. The weird place came after it.
Ah.
You met the man who gave you the tonsil stone there once.
Okay, so that was that.
Where's me map?
So is it possible?
So
then-
what do we need this key for?
Is it possible that there's a hidden
What's the key
area
for?
of the lecture hall which we need the key to get into?
Ah,
You want this?
Did we kill the book golem or did
You
we?
killed the book golem. You set it on fire, weirdly enough.
Yes, that's right.
Tiny zone. Ah.
Well, we have a key to the lecture theatre. The lecture theatre in the lecture building.
It's a
Today,
good place for lecture theatre, really.
today the two-story lecture building is adrift in the nightmare, hence another dimension.
You have to survive, Dave.
Well, that then begs the question: did we actually explore the full lecture hall, or just?
I think we got the hell out of there.
That was my impression too, but I could be wrong. It was.
Well, it's I don't know what this is supposed to lead us to, but it is something we can do.
Let's explore it.
We have other keys.
There are plenty of keys.
We have the key to the lunarium facing the lake on the second floor of Bergenworth College.
Aha.
Oh, we've been there. We've done that.
Extra now.
Even I remember that bit. I don't remember the book golem at all.
I think I do just.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep,
Oh, now I remember.
beep, 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 beep.
My God. My God.
What do you think, dude?
This is such a one-off nature. Where are you going to use this ever again?
I can think of all sorts of uses.
Oh, the book creature. Oh, it'll return.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Is this thing in the, have we made it to the lecture theatre and this thing is in it?
No, we've done this. This is the thing we've done.
There's something else there.
We've been given a clue back. Let's
When's
get
he
on
gonna
the
use that
choo-choo
again? That's
train.
going to be my next character.
What?
work
Well, hang on a
out.
minute. The key is to a lecture theatre in the lecture building.
Yes,
Was there a locked door when we were there before?
probably.
The lecture theatre is set adrift in the nightmare realm.
Yes.
You had to go to a church and go around the other. You got the tonsil stone, and it gave you instructions, and you went there, and then from there you went to the nightmare frontier.
Oh, we went via the Nightmare Frontier, did we?
No, you went to the lecture hall, and then the lecture hall sent you off to the nightmare frontier.
Oh.
While you were in the lecture hall, you met a crazy man who gave you the tonsil stone. He said crazy stuff to you.
Yeah, got it. So one of this numerous pieces of bloody paper.
Look for the thing that looks like a stone acorn.
That one, maybe?
That's it.
A lattice deformed rock or perhaps a meteorite appears useless, but possesses some odd gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said, "Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength."
Right, I see.
Hmm.
No, I don't see it all.
No, I don't see either. But if we step lightly, mind, round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient shroud. We've been here before though, haven't we?
I've said that repeatedly. That's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you killed the book.
So we know where to go,
Yes.
which is about here somewhere.
Okay.
Yes.
And then there's somehow we get to, it's like a portal or
Yeah,
something?
there's a raised thingy, like a bath thing made out of wax, and you have to stand in it. And then the
Sorry,
thing
raised
comes
bed
down and
bath.
grabs you.
Oh, the thing comes down and grabs us. What thing?
The things that are hanging off the buildings.
Oh, the giant bug thing.
Oh my god. So are we doing that? We going?
Yeah, sure.
Does that mean we're in lecture building now?
Yes.
Alright kids. Shall we go and try and find this lecture theatre?
Okay.
You're
Let's
in,
go
there.
find those.
You're in there. You've done it.
Oh, we found the key. So we found the keyhole that opens the door that makes us go to the lecture theatre.
Not quite.
No, what then?
I have to punish you first.
Of
You have to
course.
search.
Of course you do.
It just wouldn't be any fun if we weren't getting punished.
Oh no, it's not him. Where are you?
I'm here.
I guess I'm going to be having brekkie on the way to work tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I knew this was going to the case anyway. I need to use up the milk because I'm leaving on Friday, so I don't really want a thing of milk in the fridge while I'm away.
Don't go to work tomorrow.
See, there you go. That's a very different philosophy to what happens in our house.
I have to go to work tomorrow, but
You meet the
I'm
dude.
probably going to knock off by then.
Which dude? I
The
mean,
dubious dude who gave you the top
Well,
of
they
in the
Ah.
first place.
greetings, sir. We have returned.
I have to hand back my government computer. Quite apart from everything else. Hello?
Oh, this cannot be.
Is there a problem?
Excellent
Are you
reaction.
allergic to this guy?
Possibly.
If you mean Peter, he has been for years.
What? What's
No,
happening?
you didn't. How did this come to pass?
Who's this we're talking to?
It's the dubious dude.
The dude who gave us the tonsil stone.
Yes.
Is there a problem, sir?
Now, just a moment. Do you think ill of me? Me?
By the way, I should ask an important question here.
Yes.
Have I recovered and got back up again?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
What are you afraid of now?
I'm afraid of animals,
Everything.
That's right.
Living.
which is pretty close to how I am in real life, so no problem.
Giving Darwin's theory of evolution explain people are animals.
Sorry?
Giving Darwin's theory of evolution explain to when people are animals.
People have been animals since Aristotle defined the term.
Well, then you should tell him to screw
No,
it
don't
over.
tell me right now, because, yeah, anyway. So, we're in the library, we're talking to this dude. Why would we think ill of you?
Indeed, you should not. I shared with you a thing most secret, and now you're witness to a miracle, and all the stronger for it. You should appreciate it. If you have a grain of gratitude in you, yes.
Now we're all
appreciate it.
completely confused.
I believe he's talking about the tonsils.
Tonsil
What
stone.
about the tonsil stone? What are we supposed to do with it?
I think our gratitude would be greater if we had the faintest idea what this thing was for.
It does grant us strength somehow.
Oh, it pains me to hear it. I think yourselves are misreckoning. I shared with you a thing most secret. Now you're witness to a miracle. But wait, I will make better of it.
Oh, good.
Start scrambling around for stuff,
Hardly
just
wait.
like I do.
So this is realistic. Uh-oh.
Look out, I'm about to get another piece of paper.
More bits of paper.
Run for your lives.
Flee in power.
He's going to give us another thing.
We always get another thing. I told
We
you.
have so many things, we have no idea what we've got now.
Another scrap of paper means we'll be able to make our own book go on.
Oh, this looks like a cool thing. What's this thing?
Maybe that's what it's working up to, Saxon. We actually make one of these creatures.
No matter, such details are trifling. Here, we're fast friends now.
Okay, what
Oh, Mighty, can you speak
Let
coherently?
this express what words cannot.
Exactly.
Ew! Old hunter bone, the bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It is said that he was an apprentice to old Yemen and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that the hunters, carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art from his remains. Enables one to perform one extra action during combat. Okay, that's
Oh, we've got another power up.
your power. What about what was your power?
The problem is we have all of them and we don't, unless you, I think we have one of these already.
Oh, good.
Well, why haven't we been using it?
Jesus.
I mean, overwhelmed.
What did you just get anyway?
Well, I just found in our pile of things a tear stone. Restores 1 hit point per combat round.
Oh yeah, Jono's got that.
Okay, good.
That's your thing because you gave the thing to the doll.
There you go, you keep that.
You should be using that.
Okay. What so we got 2 items from the old man in the old nut job in the library. One of which was the old hunter bone. What was the other one?
Oh, 2 items. Okay.
Or was it 2 items?
Oh
Not
yeah.
that I know
it is
about.
now.
No, I just found that in the pile of things.
No, it's too late. It's 2 items.
Oh right. Okay. Oh, so these are random items, are they?
Where's his dialogue?
So we went all the way. We fought
You're
slavering
wrong.
beasts.
What are we doing? Why? What are we supposed to be
Oh,
doing?
that we nuts with compare. What is friendship but a chance encounter? Ha 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 ha!
What have you got?
Bolt paper. Coarse paper that applies bolt, whatever that is, to weapons when rubbed. Invented by Archibald, the infamous eccentric of the Healing Church Workshop, artificially recreates blue sparks that are said to surround dark beasts. Unlike the other strange weapons created by Archibald, this one was favoured by many hunters, in particular those who had even once laid eyes on a dark beast. Yeah, here's the thing. Plus 15 let's start again. Plus 15 melee weapon damage for 1 combat.
Ooh.
Now I already have an Uber Duper sword.
Are you
so
Archibald?
No!
Who has a melee weapon that they use with any frequency other than me?
I think Dave does.
Melee weapon? No. I've got rifles and pistols. I don't
Right,
even know.
it sounds like it's my bolt paper then.
Does somebody have a sword?
I've got a sword.
Yeah, I have a super duper sword. Do you have a sword?
I have a sword.
If you rub the sword with your bolt paper,
And then his neck
it
will
gives you an
fire.
extra plus 15
You'll kill him.
damage for a single turn, so don't waste it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I thought when we reached Abratus, it might have achieved. I don't know.
Well, we were told she was the person who knew about pure blood.
Oh, well, my apologies. But I feel a profound thought occurring on the good grace of a certain god and the way he meted out his laugh. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
So if we stay around this guy, will we just get showered with items all day?
He's like
Oh, it's red jelly. We've already got this bloody fetus in a jar.
Hold,
Gross.
sir, we appreciate your generosity, but we are overwhelmed and awestruck by your
And confused.
and confused by the sheer magnitude of the items you have available.
Yes, if the fates are kind, our paths may cross again. Sooner still, if you were to take the leap. Ah, ha, 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 ha,
What do you mean by this leap?
Which leap is this?
The one I'm doing now! And he leaps away.
the papers.
What?
More papers.
The leaps away from.
Before he leaps away, he throws another paper at it. Yeah. See if you don't
Oh,
ask.
goodness.
If you don't ask.
Because we need more bits of paper that we're already not
We got
not keeping
paper
track of.
fire paper, coarse paper that applies fire.
Oh,
to
like this
weapons when
one.
rubbed.
Like this one.
Bolt paper.
Well, that's ours, Sean. Let's leave it there.
Yeah, right.
No, you keep your own paper
I
fire.
tell you, if he gets it, you'll never get to use it ever again.
I know. We've got all this stuff that we could have been using.
Of course, but it's like we have to gather it up at the end of every session. And
Yes.
unless you go back through it
Well,
all
we
and
have
keep
to
track
do
of it
some-
all, it's look how much of
What
it
is the
there is. What are we
Okay.
supposed to do with all of it?
Well, guess what your job is every 2 weeks on a Wednesday now? You get all the stuff out, you read through it all, then you have it sorted for us when we arrive.
Am I just missing something here? Are we not
That's
supposed
what-
to have homework for our gaming? I mean, you know.
Perhaps if I was dead, none of this would really matter.
Here's an idea. Here's an idea. Is the purpose of this game to collect pieces of paper, or are we trying to achieve something?
Yeah,
If we are-
when
if
you have 100, we can go home.
I think we already have one.
I think we've already got that one all
And what is it we're
past that.
supposed to be achieving here?
Don't say that, Dave.
I'm serious. It's like
The death
how did
of the forest. The inevitable end of the earth.
Jesus, have we got that
In
many?
our own hands.
exactly? It's like
Why haven't you read through all these?
What does
What have you been
What
doing?
is the
He
one that
has.
uses
Why do you think he's always
balloons?
crying?
Same one. We got the same one that we had
If
before.
you
Paper
use
fire,
them,
fire
they
paper.
would, they would vanish.
True. We've
If
got to
it's
start
old
using
paper,
them.
give it to me if nobody else is going to use it.
We've got five.
Look at all these. You sure? You know what? You can have this one because I
So-
reckon I
so
got
what-
something.
Tell you
nice
what,
to
why
give
don't I
you.
go through them all?
what
Please,
we, what
could
we
you?
should.
Fire paper.
Yep, we'll take that one.
Fourth paper that applies fire to weapons
Get it
when
now.
rubbed.
I don't know. There might be
Since the
something.
tragedy that struck Old Yarman, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame. Who would like this one?
Are you slowing down to
one
it?
that
You, oh yeah,
There we go. I got it back, Ray.
Nice.
Key to
that's
the
not an item.
Lunarium
Yes.
You've
facing
used
the
that.
lake on the.
Yeah, we have used that.
We've used it, so we don't need it. We can discard that.
Does that mean it turns to ash?
Yeah, why not?
Right, get rid of that.
Unless you want information that's on it.
Oh,
We can't understand any of this stuff anyway. Seriously.
Just give it to Saxon or someone.
It kind of sounds like. It kind of sounds
Ah,
like.
Saxon, our bottomless pit of paper.
If nothing else, you'll never see it ever again.
By the way, guys, just so you know, I'm still
No.
with you. I just have to put this foot up. That's all.
I've got an idea, Dave.
No.
You're not doing anything with this wall behind you. If we, like CSI put bits of paper all around, and then we get strings and attach them to each one, maybe.
And when you
And
have
then-
enough strings, you can make a noose.
And Dave, starting next week, I want to see photos of you in front of it doing something like this.
Maybe just
I've got it!
Urban.
Are we going to let Professor Balthazar?
Oh, did you want me to keep going?
No,
Sorry.
just put them in the middle of the table and let everybody
And set fire to them.
sort through them or whatever.
That's alright, to sort through them.
Yeah,
I thought we were finally getting someone.
What I was trying to say before is that at the beginning of the session, what we should do is, exactly what Peter just said, basically. Put a pool in the middle and then we can just pull ones out and say, this one's mine for this session.
Treat them like your skill cup. Just
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
grabs their own personal stash and puts
Yeah,
them in their folder.
yeah, my broader point is we found a Braetus and it just didn't seem to lead to anywhere except to get a key to go to a place to get yet more pieces of paper. It's like, what are we doing? Where are we? How do we make
What
this
is down
adventure
is
go?
It's Braetus.
It's
We
for
haven't
the
used
upper-
the key
You
yet,
haven't
though,
used
have
the
we?
key yet. No, you haven't.
I thought we
A
had.
Braetus.
I've been trying to say that we've got to the lecture building. We haven't got into the lecture
You just
theatre.
hit this
Oh,
dude.
fuck. Well, now I'm okay.
Thank you,
It's, all,
sir.
it's
We
far
must
better than you think it is.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank God for that.
Look
If
at
we
it.
look around the place, can we see a door?
Look
The
at
lecture
it.
There's
theatre.
some stairs going up to a door.
Sounds good. Let's take them.
You open
let
the
us
door.
investigate.
Presumably using the key.
Yes.
That's the key piece of information I really needed right there, and you failed to provide it.
No, he
That's
did
the key
provide
to
it.
the
I've been trying to
argument.
get past it. People whinging about pieces of paper. Anyway,
In the hall, you see a man walking around like this.
Is he deep in thought or does he just have a migraine?
Could be.
Hmm.
how about we ask him? Sir, are you deep in thought or are you having a migraine?
Oh, hello there. I am deep in thought.
Okay.
You're hunters with your sanity, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Not for
Not
much
for long.
longer though.
Must have taken the wrong turn then, eh?
Hey.
A wrong turn, you say?
What makes you say that?
Well, we're more alike than you think.
Still doesn't make any sense.
Well, this is like the Nightmare Frontier.
Oh, right.
You've seen them before, aimless wandering hunters, slavering like beasts. This is where the poor fools have to look forward to. Don't be brash, turn back before it's too late. Unless you're something of an interest in nightmares.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we do.
Ah, yes, I see. You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to leave it be, as if the spirit of
got a tape machine.
Bergenworth
He's like pressing.
No, he's got like
within you.
a response chart. Says yes, says no.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let
Yes,
me
interested
read.
in nightmares. Ah, I see.
Such inquisitive hunters will relish the nightmare. But beware, secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see them uncovered, especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly.
What do you mean by
secrets.
unseemly secrets?
We have
Go to your next
mummified
thing.
umbilical cords. How much grosser can it
And red jelly.
How
Don't
unseemly
forget
are
red
you
jelly.
talking, sir? I don't know if this helps, but we'll find
be? Is this supposed to be red jelly, by the way?
out. Nope, don't need it.
Oh, well, it's not a pretty sight, is it?
What isn't?
Red jelly.
Oh.
Oh, do you know about red jelly?
The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets fueled by the nightmare, do you not?
The nightmare.
The nightmare?
Yes, we do.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Indubitably.
Then here's what you must do.
Write it down, Dave.
I haven't got a... No.
Just no.
We won't.
Brave will write it.
I'll write it down because I've been writing nothing down today because I'm just so confused.
Go on.
Yes.
Gurman, he hides a secret.
Gurman, he hides a secret.
Yes. But in order to find it, you must travel on.
Where's Gurman? Who's this Gurman?
Gurman's in the hunter's dream.
Yes.
It was the guy sleeping in
he's
the
a dude
garden
in
in
the
the
chair.
The bath chair.
That's
yes.
Gurman.
When, how long ago was this last session?
This
No,
was
right at the
last time we played this game.
Okay.
So we must journey on into the nightmare realm.
Yes. Or reality, as it would seem.
We've been to the nightmare realm.
Yes, you have. This is beyond to the secret valley
The secret valley
of the
beyond.
secret village.
Oh my god.
Any other secrets?
Is this the unseen village? Yaharul.
Yes, that's it. You've heard of it.
I've seen
You've
it
had
on
it
my map.
mentioned, yes.
Through that door.
Aha!
Well then, let us confront this dreadful secret.
How did we get there before? Doesn't appear to be. Oh, okay.
How did you get there before?
No, I don't think we've got there before.
No, you haven't.
But
We've
that
got to travel on through the nightmare frontier to get to the Yargul.
not according to that map we don't.
No.
There is a door, but it was locked.
Aha. There doesn't seem to be a connection between the lecture theatre and the village, but
Sorry, is this guy telling us to go to the nightmare frontier to get to Yargul? That seems
No,
what he
he's
was
pointing.
saying.
He's pointing to a door down the end of the hall.
let's just do that.
Could this be the door which is unlocked with the key we got from...
I thought we just unlocked that.
You've
door.
already unlocked that key. You've unlocked that door.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're keeping up as well as I am, Saxon.
No, I'm even worse, sorry.
There's somehow a connection, I'm just going to draw it between.
So there's a locked door.
And you go through it and we end up somewhere in the unseen village. This place. Which we've not been to before, as far as I know. It's a whole area we haven't been to before.
Okay, good.
You go through the door.
Yeah, why not?
And so we kill everybody there, is that the idea?
No, in front of you is a bare room. No other doors. But there's that weird bird bath thing again. The one that transported you here in the first place.
Oh, what, right at the beginning of the whole thing?
Yeah.
A bird bath.
Well, you know, it's kind of like a raised.
Font, so the
Plinth.
Yeah.
A plinth, perhaps?
It's a bit weird looking.
It's weird looking. It's hard to know what weird looking is.
I know.
Around here.
There's me map. I've lost it.
We're going to the village.
It's behind you.
Oh, I
and
see.
the door is open. That was locked before.
The place we couldn't get to before.
Yes.
This is such nice maps.
Beautiful. This is Pathfinder, isn't it?
Oh, so I've got my stuff.
Oh no, there's bridges.
As long as there's not insects or animals.
That's half the party done.
One of these days, I'm probably going to run out of ammunition.
What kind of place is this?
Looks like some sort of village.
Look at this. It's like
Looks like a barracks or
It's a
something.
building with nothing but single beds in it.
It's a Minecraft room.
That's a
It's
weird
an
place.
orphanage for the orphans.
Oh, where do they go to the toilet?
For in the toilet.
Where do they eat?
In the toilet.
In their beds, like they're not supposed to.
beds.
But they don't eat because they're orphans, because they're orphan hungry and orphan lonely.
You can feed them infected blood like they did in Romania under Ceausescu.
Oh my god.
History, isn't it wonderful?
It's the thing about Ceausescu, he's definitely history.
Okay, the sky's,
You know, I had it.
the sky's still a bright orangey.
Oh, that's right, it went weird. What did we do to make it go weird?
You
We
killed
killed
the
something.
spider thing.
Oh, that's
Wrong, the vacuous spider.
everything became different after we killed
Yeah.
the spider.
Because he hides all manner of rituals, or rather she does.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't anymore.
No.
So now they are unhidden.
Yes.
No, you're saying about Ceausescu.
Like that
Before I had a
all
student
along.
whose parents made him go up and touch. Well, actually, not the student himself. It was his older brother, but parents made him go up and touch the dead Ceausescu.
Just to make sure he was dead. Okay.
Well, this is the thing. This was one of those moments when I realised how different my life was from other kids. For them, this was the fact that he could touch this monster and know that he was dead was the end of the nightmare. Although they did say eventually it was just the start of a bunch of new nightmares.
You know you're ignoring the squares, haven't you?
Yeah, well, if we each had our own square. Is that what you want? Each of us had our own square. Each our own. Yeah, well,
That's right, mate. Give me some space,
give
man.
me some I got personal space, mate. Just get back.
Give me space.
Get back from there. You've got your own 5 foot square. Stand in your own 5 foot
Stand in
square.
your own 5 foot
You
square.
want to film
Yeah.
a bobber boots? You
Meanwhile-
want to film a bobber boots?
Meanwhile, I'm looking
at
around,
a bobber. That's why they call them a bobber boots.
Get out of me 5 foot square.
The Viscount is wondering why he hangs around with such weeks.
Oh, I'm not a one.
Okay, well, I looked down the street to see if there's
You got
anything
no
there.
comeback for that, don't you?
So far, you can see nothing.
This
Right.
place
Well,
sleeps
I-
a hell. This place has a hell of a lot of beds in it. That's all I've got to say.
Come on, we were lined up like
Very
Abbey Road.
appropriate, actually, considering what they do here.
Okay, well, I take a few cautious steps and look around.
You're standing in water.
Teachers
Your
drop
shoes
things
are
on the
going to
floor.
get
Should
wet
I go
there.
pick it up?
Shoes are not the issue, my man.
I'm going to hang it in the corner of the building.
Keep going. Aha!
Everybody's going to move down
Thank
behind
you.
me, I've decided. Just in
Da,
case.
da, 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 da.
Yeah. And again. 29 to 20. Come on, give me 20.
Wait, just give it to us anyway.
Yeah.
Why not, man? Come on. Anything that helps us.
Has any of this ever helped?
Oh, something suddenly will. I can feel it.
Feel it in my nuggets.
Yes, in your what?
I'm wondering if I should just keep wandering on ahead until some
Jeez.
horrible greebly creature
Sure, a bunch
attacks
of
us.
notes fall on you.
Or that, or green greebly creatures attack me.
Now, 29 to 35, you should already have, I believe. Oh no, hang on, I didn't think
I
you
do.
You
Where
do?
29 is the Healing Church has its roots in Bougainworth and naturally borrows heavily from its uniform design.
Okay, you got 35?
35, both Odin
Yep. Good.
or Oeden and its inadvertent worshippers surreptitiously seek the precious blood.
I'm about to give you 22 to...
I've got no
28.
room for that, for 22 to 28.
Too late.
Oh God.
Yes, my child.
Stop doing that. Handwritten scroll, seek pale blood to transcend the heart. So if there's any mission that we have, as far as I can tell, it's seeking pale blood, which we've been thoroughly unsuccessful at.
Okay, right. I shall read these to us.
But we've asked.
22. Nightmarish rituals pray the newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry.
Oh God.
Location, right in front of the Hypogean jail lamp on the floor. 23. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon. Uncover their secrets. 24. Behold, a pale blood sky. Wonder if that's what was...
It's orange? Did you say it was orange?
Orangey red.
The hunters of Yahargul answer to the village's founders, the School of Mensis. Hunters in name only, these kidnappers blend into the night. Designed primarily to defend from physical attacks, the binding of thick rope serves to both protect its wearer and restrain its foes. 26. The choir stumbled on an epiphany, very suddenly and quite by accident. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth, but might the cosmos be very near us, only just above our heads? 27. The Mensis ritual must be stopped, lest we all become beasts. 28. The immense brain that Mensis retrieved from the nightmare was indeed lined with eyes on the inside, but they were of an evil sort, and so the brain itself...
but they were of an evil sort.
Yes.
Because otherwise it'd be fine if there were eyes in the inside of the brain.
And the brain itself was terrible rotten. But even still, since it was a legitimate great one and left a relic, a living relic at that, which is a precious thing indeed. The relic, is that the alien fetus thing?
Oh, who knows? Hang on, what the hell? Oh, we do actually. Keep going and have a look through that.
Yeah, go through the pile. You pass over the pile, because I think there's a few things that sound like they have connections there.
Quickly to the pile.
Add them to the pile.
If only we had a pile.
Oh yeah, behold a pale blood sky. Yeah. Yes, I think we might have done that one.
Are we correct about that?
Oh, Yahargul, that's where we are right now. Bing, bing! The hunters of Yahargul answer to the village's founders. School of Mensis. Hunters in name only, these kidnappers blend into the night. Designed primarily to defend from physical attacks, the binding of The choir stumbled upon an epiphany, very suddenly and quite by accident. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth. But might the
Is the
cosmos
pearl
be
slug
very nice?
the living relic left behind? Of all the strange life forms that reside in the... No, it's not that, okay, right?
Take a perception check. I don't know, an intelligence test.
We might need to defeat these Mensis guys, whoever they are.
Yeah.
You've been them before.
They sound creepy and weird.
Well, I wasn't intelligent enough. I only got 15.
What are you looking at? Oh, no. Can anyone make this question?
What are you rolling for?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Jono would have to answer your question first.
Well, you failed to do so, so we'll all do
I wasn't smart enough, I'm afraid.
My question was, what were you rolling about just then?
I was looking through these things and I was wondering if the pearl slug was the pardon me, pearl slug, if that was the thing that the leading relic of the Great One.
Make an intelligence test.
Sure, I've read something that says something along those lines.
Oh, looks like you've got it.
17 plus whatever, at least 3. Where's what character should be? There. $25.
Okay. It could be one of a couple of things. It could be referring to a Breeders, it could be referring to the pearl slug shell, or it could be referring to your umbilical cord.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, we've got that as well, which I was looking at here. Yeah, here we go. The cord of the eye. Every Great One has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Used to gain. Every Great One loses its child, then yearns for a surrogate. Third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Okay.
So, hang on.
What does that mean if that's what that means?
What does that mean if that's what it is?
It made sense to me.
Answer is dunk 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 dunk. Words have meaning.
Well, it depends. You should see the words that one of my students was putting the exams.
Oh, I see. This is maybe referring to this last thing. The immense brain that Mensis retrieved from the nightmare was indeed lined with eyes on the inside, though of an evil thought in the brain itself was terrible, rotten, but even still, it was a legitimate great one and left a relic. Yeah, it doesn't say at all what the relic is. A
The
living
umbilical
relic,
cord.
but which is a precious thing indeed.
Bless you, my son.
You know what I was saying before, the alien fetus thing? That was what I was referring to.
You have one that's in that pile somewhere?
Fears babies for everyone.
Oh, fucking
Man,
what is this insane madness?
while we're still trying to chew through this, I'll walk up to here and just have a look around.
You know something strange about the walls?
Yes, there's something strange about the walls,
It's
fellows.
kind of like they've got statues.
It's almost as though they have statues, but
They're really weird looking statues.
very odd looking.
It's like people were fleeing and got like meshed into the stone.
Oh, it's like Hiroshima.
They're like Hiroshima meets Pompeii.
Oh, I like.
They're kind of like coming in your direction. That's the general flow you get.
That's not good.
Well, I think this is this is clearly a very important
Is that
thing.
the umbilical cord thing?
Yeah, it's clearly a very important thing. Cord of the eye, brain with eyes in it. Eye.
Aye.
I'm going with that, but I'm not sure what it all means.
No,
It's all
neither am I.
so disconnected and cryptic.
Okay, I go and I touch one of the statues and see if it's actually stone.
It appears to be stone,
It does appear to be stone.
but they're very lifelike.
Okay, I point out to the others that this is extremely eldritch and I'm not happy here.
Shall we go on?
If only we could. Where's home?
You can hear this.
Wooey woo.
Oh, so this isn't just you being weird, this is actually something we're hearing. What am I hearing? If I take a perception check, will that help me to...
No.
Sounds like a theremin to me.
Yeah, probably.
Space theremin.
That's probably a very good description.
Your basic being movie science fiction was saucer plot.
Where's Robbie the robot?
That's a good one.
He looks like the robot from Lost in Space, so
He
you'll never
does.
find him.
They practical don't need anymore.
Yes, one has legs and the other caterpillar tracks.
Yeah, but they still
virtually
look really,
identical.
they look really
One's
similar.
black and one's silver. One's got accordion arms and the other's got ball bearing arms.
They still look amazing.
One's got a fishbowl for a head and one's got a dome for a head.
Yeah,
Identical.
the domes
Apart
are
from
like
that,
the fish
they're
bowl.
Apart from
identical.
that, they're identical.
They're so similar.
Dave and me look more similar to each other than these two things.
I was going to kill him so I wanted 8 seconds of sleep. Okay. This is going really well. Are you proud of how this game is turning out?
Yeah.
You are? You're enjoying it? Okay. What the hell is this?
It's a theremin.
Theremin.
It's kind of shimmery.
Ethereal and electronic at the same
Oh god, is that somewhere over the rainbow?
Yes, it is.
time.
Perfect. Watch us all get
It's
hit by
horrifying,
copyright
but anyway.
strikes.
That was a theremin and not a bloody saw. Sounded like somebody playing a saw.
Doesn't it? Okay, so I've noted that there's creepy statues. Is everyone coming up with me, or are you just yelling from the corner? You're doing great, mate. Keep going.
Oh, we'll follow you.
I rope around it.
If you fall down, we'll drag you back. Yeah.
Number of mashy people is increasing.
The mashy people.
The ones
People-
mashed into the walls.
Okay.
Gross.
It is a monster mash.
Don't you dare.
Gross.
Where are you going?
Well,
You can just see, you can see like a glow to your right. behind the corner.
Behind the next corner there.
Like a white, lightish, that's kind of
Okay.
oscillating perhaps.
I'm going to very carefully peer around the corner in such a way as to avoid attracting attention.
You may do so. Hang on.
Okay.
Where's my damn sheet?
The damn sheet is right there, damn over there.
Damn right. There it is.
Oh man,
You okay there, bro?
I'm feeling pretty tired.
Ooh. Ah, I run away.
Take a cool test first.
No,
Yes.
I'm frightened of animals. I ran away.
Once you've seen it.
Too late. You have to.
You
roll.
get a -4 on your.
You can't
frightened
pretend
one.
That's
didn't
true
see
as well.
-6. You get a -6.
Well, I would have had 19, but -6 means it's got nothing like it. So once again, I'm in the fetal position.
You have 1d4 insanity points.
Oh, woohoo! I need that.
4.
You're gonna get more fear.
Fortunately, you fall back around the corner.
It's an animal.
Okay, that's obviously.
So when I look around, it's gone.
There's nothing there. What's
What
wrong,
is wrong with you? Hey, that's my character.
There was an animal there.
So it's making the woohoo noises,
Yes.
and it's probably patrolling or something.
It's all sparkly glowy.
It's all sparkly, glowy.
Dickhead. You're such a dickhead.
Wait, where did that come from?
It's a song.
Well, I know that. I can get that part out.
Everybody knows it's everyone but you.
Jeez, I'm getting complex in this.
I don't know this one. I don't know.
Simply dead.
Oh my god! That's awful.
Every single thing that you put me through.
I love this song.
Okay,
Where did
right.
this come from?
I'm sitting curling in a
It's an
corner.
actual song.
I'm sitting curling in a corner. It means probably somebody else has to take over.
Take over what?
Well, going up to the corners and finding the horrifying things that make you sit in a fetal position. Those things, yeah. Okay, now I may be making some wild assumptions here, but I am going to suggest that the big animal thingy that's glowy is probably related to the fact that there's lots of people here who are running away.
Well, the running away people are burnt into the walls.
Or froze or turned to stone, like Medusa sort of thing.
You didn't turn to
They
stone.
kind of fused into the walls.
Yeah, well, that's not
That's
nice.
disgusting.
Yes.
Everything around here is so gross. Gross. I need a bath. It's disgusting.
Welcome to
I
Ravenloft.
want to do my hair.
Ravenloft makes sense.
Ravenloft is cleaner.
And definitely cleaner but darker. And more fog.
More fog.
There's more people to talk to.
There are so many people to talk to. You don't need to remind me.
Right, what are we doing? To be honest, I'd be quite happy to stop soon because I'm actually feeling really
God, I miss him already.
I do too, weirdly enough. Even if he did let us down.
Who does
Don't never say such a thing.
It would have happened anyway.
I want us to go away.
I kind of
Because I can understand that.
kind of want to go
Great
and see
hell,
it
how did I
soon.
let you
I'm
down?
a bit buggered.
I remember no such event.
Hope I'm not coming down with something.
Oh,
No one's paying. No one's saying anything. No one's just gonna stay here till midnight. Keep me away.
So should we stop here or?
I mean, I think that would be nice.
That would be nicer. Nicer than?
Nicer than...
Staying here.
Keep it going.
Fine, we get the
Go
idea.
away, plebeians!
I didn't actually say nicer.
Today!
I said that would be nice.
Oh, too
And
late
then
to
I
try and
might
make
have
it
said
nicer.
Are you actually?
And then I might have said,
So, do you want to say anything at the end here, or you just,
Oh, yeah, it's good.
we're just going to let it go? We're just fade off into the night.
Wait, we're all
Okay.
drained.
Buggle, buggle, buggle,
Okay, right.
Right, that's done.
Okay.